All right, ladies and gentlemen, Scott Bergeron talking real estate here. The early bird special. The first person to type "I just called" in the chat is the early bird winner. I just called. Put that in the chat. You'll be the early bird winner. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Oh, I'm telling you what, girl, I was waiting for you. Holy smokes! I just called is the early bird special. I just called. Sandy, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I just called to say, Steve Markey, you were the first one, sir. Steve Markey, you win the early bird special today. Guys, talking real estate, episode number 287. The 5 times you call your realtor and are not related to real estate either. Well, maybe a little bit, but not to buying or selling a house. So 5 times you call a realtor. All right. Checking in from Monroe. Now we're talking business. Got all kinds of Monroe. We're loaded with Monroe County today, boys and girls. So tell me, as Billy alluded to, where are you tuning in from? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Where are you tuning in from? Are you tuning in from, let's see, how about LaGrange, Kentucky? Are we tuning in from LaGrange, Kentucky today? Are we tuning in from Frankfort, Michigan? Where are you tuning in from? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Let's see. Clinton Township's in the house. Let's see. Where else? Where else? Where else? Monroe, we know. Yeah, we got some Monroe. I'm telling you what, Monroe becoming Monroe dominated here. Monroe dominated on talking real estate. I'm telling you what. Let's see what else we got. I know we got something from Taylor. I just saw Dearborn Heights. I see some Dearborn Heights in there. There we go. Get a little D7 love. What else? Where else you tuning in from? Parma. You know what it's home of. I'm not even going to tell you anymore because you guys know what place is there. Or at least we knew it was there back in the day. Dearborn Heights, Sherry, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Now, before we do the normal shout outs, I would love to give a quick shout out to Brett and Bailey because they got engaged.
Woohoo! Congrats.
So get some congrats going in the chat for Brett and Bailey. They are on watching today. Give some congrats, some diamond rings, some clap hands, some prayer hands, even if you need to do the prayer hands. Put it in the chat for them.
How about some hearts?
Some hearts? Okay.
Hearts.
I mean, you know, Shelly, it's hearts are a hard thing to come by these days, you know. Hearts are hard to come by these days. So, Brett and Bailey, congratulations to you. That's our first shout out for the eve. Let's see the chat blow up. Carolyn's with it. Sherry is too. Absolutely. Brett and Bailey. Now, I'm going to say we knew before a lot of people knew. Not everybody, but before a lot of people did so. So that makes us kind of lucky in that way. That kind of makes us lucky in that way. All right. So let's roll out some more shout outs, shall we, Shelly? Yeah. Shall we, Shelly? Shout out number one to Tyler and Dana getting their offer accepted. Give them a hell yeah in the chat. You know how we do that here. Hell yeah. Give them a hell yeah in the chat. Let me get that thing out of my face. Holy smokes. Put my chin on top of it. Give us a hell yeah for Tyler and Dana getting their offer accepted in the wonderful city of Trenton. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Trenton. There you go. So blow the chat up with some hell yeah. We'll allow it. It's not Sunday. We will allow it. It is not Sunday. And then number two shout out. There's some hell yeah. There we go. Now we're getting some. Blow it up, ladies and gentlemen. Hell yeah. Aunt Rachel, it's okay to say hell yeah. I promise. There's Sandy with a hell yeah. Yeah, she is. Aunt Rachel with a hell yeah. There you go. Shout out number two is Tina and Mike passed inspection. Give me a damn right. Damn right. Or a DR. You want to keep it clean, give it a DR, I guess. Okay, give it a DR if you want to go that route.
You're a little sassy today.
I am sassy today. Holy smokes.
Sassy every week, every day.
Every day of the week. You ain't kidding. I was golf cart riding today, doing it all day, Shelly. So Tina and Mike passed inspection in wonderful LaSalle, Michigan. LaSalle, that's where we haven't been before, yeah. Mm-hmm. LaSalle, give me a damn right or a DR if you don't want to swear. That's okay. We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide a little bit, you know. There it is, blowing up. Steve Mark, you don't want to hell yeah, nothing from you, huh? Jeez. The dormant viewer, the voyeur.
Steve Markey wants to put in there.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. It's throwing a double in there, Rach. There you go. All right, guys. So true to the name of the show today. There you go. True to the name of the show today. This is a question for you. Rebecca's watching us on a big screen.
I don't know.
Oh man, I know she is. There you go. Very bad. Good job. Good to see you. What percentage of people never hear from their realtor after closing, ladies and gentlemen? What is the percentage? Because I know what it is. I did the research and checked it out. What's the percentage? You don't. I keep it from you. That's why, because you probably blab it. That's probably what you probably tell somebody.
I was cooking.
What percentage of people never heard from their realtor again after closing?
I could take it.
I'm sure you can, Shelly. We'll let you have a guess. Let you have a gander at it. Put it in the chat, guys. What percentage of people never heard from their realtor again? Never heard from their realtor again. Carolyn says 80%. Steve Markey says 99.9%. Sandy says 98. Holy smokes, man. That's rough. It's a rough profession, I guess. Janine says 75. Chris Bergeron in the house says 90. And Rachel says 50%. Rose, good to see you. 75%. What do you think? 47. Bailey, where are you? What's your percentage? It never heard. Sherry says 85%. What percentage of people never heard from their realtor after closing again? Never heard from their realtor ever again. I'll give you 5 more. Mike McLaughlin says 60%. Holy smokes. All right, so I'll give you 5 seconds.
I'm with Mike.
4, 3, 2, 1. Earn the winner, the person that is closest to, well, it's going to seem like nepotism too, is Chris Bergeron with 90%. It was 88%. 12% of people never heard from their realtor again. 12%. 12%. That's nuts. Hey, Carolyn, you're jumping the gun. You're already throwing it in there. He gets enough Mike's. Not yet. He'll be there, but yeah, he'll get there. So 88%.
That's crazy.
Of people never hear from their realtor again. That's insane to me. That's absolutely insane to me. So, all right. Next question along those lines. How often do you think you should hear from a realtor? Okay. Not from a realtor just following up with you. Don't listen to this guy. He's sassy today too, Shelly. Mike's sassy today too.
Sassy man.
I'm telling you what. So how often should you hear from your realtor? How often from that professional? You're being very generous, Beth. You're being very generous. Oh, I'm telling you, rude, yeah. How often should you hear from your realtor, guys? What do you think? How often should you hear from your realtor? What do you think? And again, I'm not talking about when you're in a transaction. I'm talking about after it's done. Yearly, Christmas card, okay. Mary Beth says yearly, a little Christmas card. Steve Mark says way less. Oh, what ridiculous.
You're his bestie. You know
I'm telling you what. Oh, yeah. It's always one cranky old man in the crowd, isn't there? Always one cranky old man in the crowd. How often should you hear it? Monthly? Mike says monthly. Okay. What do you think? What do you think, guys? What do you think? How often? I've heard from mine almost every day. Oh, man, that might be too much, Kat. That might be too much. At least once a week if you're buying. No, not if you're buying, Rich. I'm just talking about in general. At least once a month, 2 times a year. Okay. Around your closing date once a year.
Get ready, Sherry, because it's going to be more than 2 times a year. Sorry about it.
Maybe 1 time. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Check in 30 days, then 6 months. Yeah, that's fair to say. We'll tell you what, we'll table that for a minute, and then we'll go to the hardest working man in mortgages, the Mike McLaughlin. Michael, how are you, sir?
How are you, sir?
You always had the best lighting.
You're jealous of my lighting, are you?
I'm jealous of your Mike's. It's not even your segment yet. You're just already taking over. Gee, my knees. It's rough. Oh, Michael, I'm telling you what. So tell me, we're cutting, right?
Yeah. That's the news that we got. Yep.
Before, so, guys, listen. Wait. Hold on. I want to give a big head here. Blow it up, guys. Give him Mike everywhere. You already got people doing it. 7,000 Mike's everywhere. They're gonna be holding signs up when you get up when you come home in the airport or something like that. Where's Mike? Mike McLaughlin, where are you?
We'll have to have the dog come up and see me at the airport like they do in all those videos.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He hasn't seen this dog in 27 years. reunited due to this. No
Oh,
dog has
Michael,
ever lived this long.
So tell me about cuts. Are they making a big
Yeah.
cut, small cut? What do you think?
September 16th and 17th, so a little bit over a month away.
Yep.
That's when the Fed meets next. They've got 96%, 95% confidence that there'll at least be a 25 basis point cut. Good chance there could be a 50 basis point cut or 50 basis points spread out over the next couple of meetings before the end of the year. The softening of the employment numbers are a big reason why it tilted quickly. I think if they would have known that these numbers were softer than they were to begin with, they could have cut at the last Fed rate.
Nice. Very nice. So tell people why it's important. Explain that.
It's the rate at, not only is it the rate at which that banks borrow money overnight, it's the overnight lending rate, but it's also the rate that we pay on our debts. So it's good as a country. So it's good that rate be low, because then we have to pay less interest on our own debts to foreign countries. But it's the rate that it's the rate that all rates are designed off of. The credit card rate, the home equity line of credit rate, your mortgage rate, all these rates look to the Fed Reserve rate and add something to that amount to come up with whatever rate we're talking about. So that one being lower is important for all finance.
Yep. Do you think we'll get under 6 before the end of the year?
I think we're going to be in the 6 to 6.1 kind of range.
Nice.
I think that's where most of the experts think with the 2 rate cuts. And actually, 2 weeks ago, we were sitting at like a 6.85, and today we're at a 6.65. So as you can see, they're already starting to bake in the expectation of the cut. So we talk about, we start at that 6.85, take 50 basis points off of that. That puts us at a 6.35. Plus, we're also expecting it just to kind of trend down anyway. So we're starting to see the results of the rate cut that hasn't even happened yet.
All right. So let me ask another question. I know we talked about this plenty of times in the show, but I'll ask again. So for when rates cut, right? When rates get cut, right? When does it start to make sense to refinance? Like what's as a general rule of thumb?
To refinance, I think if you can lower your rate by a half a point with no costs at all, or by a full point or close to a full point and pay some closing costs, then it would make sense. So if you're seeing, you got to look at and see what your rate is on your mortgage and versus what the U.S. News daily rate is, and compare those 2 rates.
All right, Michael, what else? Any more dimes for the folks?
Just we live in a world where people don't save. So try to put I think I probably come back to this one more than anything. Try to set up a rainy day fund for yourselves. Try to put money away every paycheck so that when you have that one paycheck where you need to tap some reserves, you have some reserves to tap. Don't use these payday loans. Don't dig yourself in deeper by having trouble. So give yourself a chance to stay out of financial difficulty.
Very nice, Michael. Now, I hear there's rumors that you're available on TikTok. Is that true?
I am on the talk.
All right. So, folks, I know we all love to sit in the old TikTok and stare at it for hours and hours and hours at a time. Mike McLaughlin's on TikTok as long as I am as well. I think Shelly would have been 2 months straight now. Every single day we put a TikTok out or a video on Facebook, all that good stuff, Michael. So, let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's blow this chat up like nobody's business. Let's do it 2 ways. One, what do you think? Do you agree with Mike and myself there's going to be a cut or no cut? What do you think? In the chat, put cut or no cut. Let's see what we got. And if you think it's going to be a big cut, put it all in capitals if you think it's going to be a big cut. We'll see. Let's see what they got, Mike. Let's see how much they're paying attention to us today. Because I think that's good news. I really do. I think that's good news.
Yeah, it is good news. It is good news.
I think it's something we're waiting for a while. They just keep wanting to say your name all the time. They don't care.
Cut or no cut? Is this about a christening? What's this about?
Yeah. No, it's not
cut or no cut.
Jeez. Candy says cut. Let's see. Cut or no cut? Sandy says cut. Yeah, Sherry does too. Mary Beth says cut. I know who's going to hold out. I'm telling you right now, I know who's going to hold out. Let's see if I get it right here. Chris Bergeron, no cut. Unbelievable. There she is.
Was that who you thought would hold out?
Cut.
Mom was the one who was going to be the
Oh,
holdout.
there's one more. No, there's one more out there. I know. I'm looking. I'm keeping an eye on it. Cut or no cut, guys? Tell us, cut or no cut on the old interest rates. Let's see what we got.
So Mom doesn't think, Chris doesn't think there's going to be a cut on September
She's
17th.
tough. Yep. Oh, I take it back. I take it back. So we're all cut all the time, Michael. So listen, we know it's going to cut by September. In September, that's what we think is going to happen. So hopefully you were right. I'm right. Everybody that's saying it's going to happen is right. All right, guys.
Yeah, let's start to work that affordability back to where
you ain't kidding.
Some first-time home buyers in there.
Yeah, because they're getting beat up still. They're still getting beat up like crazy. Guys, yeah. Mike McLaughlin, you know how to send them off. Mike. Blow it up. Give me some Mike in the chat, please. Give me some Mike in the chat. Even those non-cutting crazies like Chris Bergeron out there. Let's see who gets there first. Mike, who's getting there was Kathy Cordy. Let's see. She probably got it queued up already.
It's going to be Kathy. I think Mom's too busy with the rate cuts.
Yeah. See, there it is. Kathy Cordy. She runs on the. She has it ready waiting for you.
Locked and loaded.
That's the best thing in the world, guys. That is absolutely awesome. Oh, yeah. Mike McLaughlin, listen, buddy. Like I said, check him out on TikTok. Fonz, good to see you. Check him out on TikTok. He definitely has some good, informative stuff, not silly, ridiculous stuff like I always do. All right, Mike, we'll see you next week, sir.
All right, guys. Be good.
See you, bud.
Bye.
The Mike McLaughlin. I'm telling you, the guy's like royalty sometimes. I'm telling you what. All right. So, guys, back to what we're talking about. We already said that, talked about the appalling number of people that never hear from their realtor ever again after they close a transaction. Number two, we talked a little bit about how often they should talk to you. So, here's my big question, and it'll take us in the deep dive real quick here. It's going to be what? Where'd it go? Oh, doggone it. Hang on. Technical difficulties. There it is. When should you call your realtor? For what? What should you call me for? What should you call your Bruce and Nancy in the house? Good to see you guys. What should you call your realtor for? Not in the transaction. I'm talking about outside of a transaction. What should you call your realtor for? Shelly's like, She's rolling out because people call for all kinds of interesting things. But what should you call your realtor for? Give me some ideas in the chat. Put in the chat for us. What should you call your realtor for? Let's see. See what our audience thinks. Again, not during a transaction. After you closed, what should you call your realtor for? To say, hey, to use his pool. God dang it, Steve Mark. I knew you were using me for the pool. Dinner, unbelievable. Fonz, dinner is on me this time. You got it, sir. To use their pool. Home problems, okay. To say, hey, you have a problem with the house, okay. Man, I'm telling you, all these problems. To complain about prices like grumpy old men. That's a good one. What do you think, guys? What do you call your realtor for after they close? I like this one. This is my favorite one. So say, hey. Mm-hmm. Say hi and thanks. Oh, thanks. I like the thanks. That's nice. That's nice. So I'll tell you what. Let's deep dive into this a little bit, guys. I'm going to give you 5 reasons or 5 times you should call your realtor, okay? And they're not going to be complaining about the house. I mean, you can do that if you want to. I understand.
Do 5 times you should not.
Oh, Shelly wants to do 5 times you should not call your realtor. Oh, jeez. All right, so here we go in reverse order, guys. In reverse order. I'm not going to go through them real fast, but I'm going to go through them pretty quickly. And this one happened today. Okay. Reason number 5, you should call your realtor. Strange mail. I had a young man who I sold a house to in Taylor. For how it's going. Yeah, outside of a transaction. Yeah, it's outside of a transaction. So talking about when you're not even have real estate going on. Okay. Reason number 5 to call your realtor. Strange mail. I had somebody call me. I sold my house in Taylor last year, and they called me, got something in the mail that didn't look or it looked official, and asked some questions. So you're going to get all kinds of strange mail when you buy a house. You're going to get people that say, give me $56 and I'll send you a deed, your deed, which you already paid for. They're going to say your home warranty on your house is expired, just like your car. They're going to say it's always going to be send me money or some kind of a home equity loan or something like that, those type of things. And they'll show growth. I like that too.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. What's that? Show growth? When they see equity. Yep. So reason number 5, strange mail. Got this in the mail today. Like I said, I got a text from a guy today about that. Okay. So that's an easy one. If you get anything weird or strange regarding your house or anything like that, you call me or you call Mike or your loan officer. to send those gas people calling, knocking on your door yet. Let's see. Number 4, reason to call your realtor, city stuff. Okay. Especially city taxes. I have somebody who on this show who their son bought a house for me in Gibraltar, and the house was connected to, it was a rectory for a church at one point in time, and the church and the house were on the same tax bill. So my client had a ridiculous tax bill, and we ended up going together to the city assessor meeting, and got his taxes lowered by 2/3 or something like that. Yeah. So when you get a missed court date postcard from the previous owner, that's a pretty good one. So yeah, reason number 4 to call your realtor, city stuff, or if the city is hassling you about something, or if you needed a follow up for a city inspection, something like that. I love talking to city inspectors. I do. They're usually pretty quick in and out, so that has no problem with that kind of stuff. So number 4. Number 3, and I had this one happen to me a couple times last year, at least 3 or 4 times last year. Number 3 reason to call your realtor, financial planning. I had a client or a friend of mine that said, I didn't know what my house is worth, and take it to my financial planner. So I can always run a market analysis and tell you around what I think your home is worth. Okay, that doesn't take me very long. And it's something that, especially if you're trying to retire, I'm thinking about retiring next year. Can you tell me what my house is worth? Something like that. So number 3 is financial planning. Okay, so like
That's a good one.
Alicia Kurtz said, letting us know what our value is now, because values are going up all the time. They have been for the last few years. So number 3 is financial planning. Number 2, okay. Number 2 reason to call your realtor, get a second opinion. Get a second opinion. Should I do blank to my house? Should I do blank to my house, right? Should I put a new bathroom in? Should I put a new roof on? Should I do this? Now, and my answer is going to be similar, not always, but my first question back to you is going to be, how long do you plan on staying in the house to enjoy it, right? If you're going to stay in the house 10 years and you want to enjoy a new kitchen, go ahead and put it in. If you're selling that house next year, put a new kitchen, probably not, you're not going to enjoy it very much. And unless your kitchen's beat to hell, it's not going to, the dollar for dollar is not going to be the same. Same thing with a new roof and other things. So if you ever want to decide or need an extra pair, extra brain cells on, should I do this to my house? Call me. I'll tell you. Especially if you're thinking about selling in near future, or if you're not. So number 2 reason to call your realtor, second opinion. Now here's the most important one, guys. And it's the one that I promise is going to get you the most value from your realtor, especially if your realtor is me, which it probably is do I know a guy? Reason number 1, I can refer you to a ridiculous amount of professionals. Now, I tell people all the time, if it's house related, call me. I'll have somebody. If I don't, I will tell you, and it's only going to be somebody that I trust, right?
That do work on our own.
That do work on our own house. Like I had a plumber out last week, took care of me, and he's doing a job for somebody else. My heating and cooling guy, John Becker, 3 Stripes Heating and Cooling is the best there is. But even like, let's say, I'm going to give you another example. Other professionals, like if you need a DJ, I know a DJ. In fact, there's a DJ on the show right now that I know. If you're, something going on, you need a DJ. I got one of those for you. I got a house painter that's phenomenal. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on, right? So do I know a guy? If you ever need a referral, Jonathan Wilson, good to see you, sir. Okay. If you ever need a referral to another professional, that's always a call to make to me. Use me as a resource. I know hundreds of professionals in all different kinds of fields. Okay. So let me go back to these real quick, refresh you. Reason number 5, get strange mail. Reason number 4, city stuff, city inspections, city taxes, that kind of stuff. Reason number 3, financial planning, figuring out what your house is worth and how it works in your financial plan. Okay. And if your house is getting some growth. Reason number 2, second opinion. Should I do this to my house? We're going to have to need a conversation. So yeah, I got you. Okay. Should I do this on my house? Right. And then last and not, but the most important one, painter is awesome. Yep, sure is. Do I know a guy? And I'm talking about guys, referral to any kind of professional, house related, of course, but we know tons of professionals in every kind of field. So if you ever need any kind of professional that you can trust, you call us. Okay. All right. So that is the deep dive for this week. Now back to our story. The second, I'm going to say it's now the third, probably most coveted part of the show. This or that, this or that, this or that. Guys, if you never played this or that before, here's how it works. I put 2 things up on the screen. You choose one or the other. You cannot choose either or, both or neither. You can't use those things. You got to choose one or the other. All right. So we're talking about communicating with your realtor after closing. You want to call or text? Which would you rather, a call or text from your realtor outside of closing, outside of a transaction? Yeah, Cap, you got good moving people. They're phenomenal. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Call or text? Which one you want? This or that? This or that? This or that? Which one would you like? A call from your realtor or text? Or if you're Steve Markey, I'm going to give you a video message. Chris Bergeron says call. Shelly and I go around and around about this one, so I'm just curious what people think. She's giving that.
We
She's
don't
giving
go
a
round
side
and
eye.
round, but if they don't answer, text them sometimes.
Sandy says call. Janine says call. Jonathan Wilson says text, baby. Fawn says call. Kathy says call. Tag, you're it. Yes, I am. I'm calling you into the show. Don't you worry about that. Mary Beth says call. What do you think? What happened to Billy and Brad? We give them a shot and they're gone. Sherry says call. So overwhelmingly, Shelly, people say call.
Some age groups.
Mm-hmm. All right. This or that number 2. We're going to say the call's the winner on that one. This is that number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Morning or night? You want to call in the morning? You want to call at night? What should you call? What should you rather? Faster to text, Jonathan says. That's interesting. Yeah, sure. Okay. This is that number 2, morning or night. Morning or night. Yeah, sometimes texts don't go through, Fonz. I agree with that. Shelly Wright text. That's Steve.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Steve.
Steve gets video 10 messages all the time. Like I was bombing with the video messages. Chris Bergeron says night. Even though she goes to bed early. What do you think, guys? Morning or night? Janine says night. You used to call me on my cell phone. Yes, I did. And I will call you soon. Don't you worry about that. Sherry says
do you
morning.
see that? I want you to read Kathy Cordy's.
Kathy says morning after 9. Yeah, I know. Sandy says morning. Fawn says evening. What do you think, guys? This or that? This or that? This or that? Which one? Morning or night? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? All right, Shelly. They're going with night on that one. Looks like night on that one. All right.
All right.
The final this or that. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The final this or that. The final one. Would you rather get a video from your realtor or a handwritten
That's a
note?
toughie, huh?
Video or handwritten note? Which would you rather? Morning, I guess. I got you. Yep. Would you rather get a video message or a handwritten note from your realtor? Or yours truly, I should say. Would you rather get a video or a handwritten note? Which would you rather? This or that? This or that? This or that? Which would you want? If you want to abbreviate HN, you can. Ken says video. Steve Markey, not the ball. Steve Markey. Aye. I'm going to give you one. I'm going to send you a video every hour tomorrow. Handwritten note. Handwritten note. Okay. Handwritten note or video message. Which would you rather? This one's tough. And B, I'm selling. We make it tougher on the show. We dig deep. Jonathan says note. Janine says handwritten. I got you. Handwritten note, much more personal. Yep. I actually found I got a handwritten note from my my cousin / niece in down south, and we went to her wedding, and she wrote this beautiful note to me about Jilly and I, about both sides of the note. Actually, it's beautiful. So it touches too. Sandy says video unless I won a lottery ticket. That a girl. Sherry says handwritten no. Okay. Ray says handwritten no because handwritten no. So we'll go with that. All right, guys. You know what time it is. The most popular part of Talking Real Estate, the show, What Realtors See. We see crazy, ridiculous, goofy, interesting stuff when we go out looking at places. Your job is to caption it. Had a chance to win millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket courtesy of Talking Real Estate and the Bergeron team. Here we go. You go with a no MB. Very cool. What Realtors See, number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, What Realtors See, number 1. I'll make it big so you can see it. What Realtors See, number 1. Your job's to caption it. Make us laugh, make us cry, make us pee our pants. Well, not you, Shelly. What Realtors See, number 1. I don't see the varieties out of, do we?
I know. Where are they?
What the heck? They're probably at the Sahara restaurant. Aye. What Realtors See, number 1. I just thought this one was interesting. Driving by and stopping to see it. How's your job as a caption and a chance to win millions of dollars on Scratch Off ticket courtesy of Talk Real Estate, the Bergeron team. Bad husband's bad. Yep. I should have one in front of my house. What you're saying, Janine? She's gonna banish me to the pull down tent thing.
Mhm.
Hanging cat TP. When the hubby messes up, he sleeps out here. That's pretty good. What do you think? I just thought it was interesting, really, to be honest with you. What realtor C? Number one, husband's timeout chair. Pinata, ready to party. Yeah, no kidding. Just hanging around. That's good. Sitting in my teepee, gotta go pee pee. Oh, jeez. Oh, guys, you got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, my alone time, 2, 1. And the winner is sitting in my teepee, got to go pee pee. Oh, jeez. Predator coming to your neighbor. Oh, jeez. That was rough. It was after the bell, but that was a pretty rough one, too. All right. What realtor C? Number 2. Now, guys, I'm going to warn you. I want you to look up. Kids, you're sleeping outside tonight. Yeah, true. So this one, what realtor C? Number 2, you got to look at the top of the picture. Okay, you got to look at the top of the picture. It's the whole point of the picture. Don't look at the man behind the mirror. Don't look at the man behind the mirror. What realtor C? Number 2. What realtor C? Number 2. Was that Novi? Is that what this was?
Yeah.
I think it was a Novi. What realtor C? Number 2. The very look up into the top of the picture. Hopefully that helps. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah. Different for sure.
Yeah, like for what?
Sure.
Oh, they said for shoe. What realtor C? Number 2. What realtor C? Number 2. It's a stumper. We're stumping people on this one, Shell. Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't know what to go with on this one. I'm blind and need floodlights. Okay. Well, you want a natural light. What do you think? I picked them up and put them down. Fart cancelers. Oh, wow. Part at the fire station. Just need a siren. Stumped. Uh-oh. I needed to close that window. Yeah, that's true. That's pretty good. 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. Again, near the top of the reason for the picture was near the top. Near the top. What do you think? What realtor C? Number 2. Excuse me. Sorry. All right. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is yes. Oh,
There's a sneaker in her.
that was a sneaker in her. There it was. Right there it is. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Guys, I don't know if it's just me. I've never seen a shoe rack at the top window of a bathroom in a basement. Never mind. You see the shoes sitting up there? Like I looked there and I'm like, who the hell puts their shoes up there? Like, first of all, you got to reach. I mean, I'm not even to the top of that mirror. So you got to be a tall person. You know what I mean? Peekaboo. Scooter Jack's in the house. I heard you've been swimming there, Scooter Jack. I heard you've been swimming all the time. All right, guys. Last one. Number 3. This one's kind of fun. What realtor C? Number 3. It's a Shelly's favorite right here. It should be obvious to you. Yes, Guys, that last one was a shoe rack up on top. And like they made the window in the shoe rack, the high window too. What realtor C? Number 3. Here it is. I bet it was night. Delayed post. That's okay. Mary, let's let you slide on that. What realtor C? Number 3. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? His and her fridges, yeah. See a nice ass, see a nice ass kitchen.
Yeah.
What the hell? Double the chill. Beer fridge, food fridge. That's true. Food fridge, drink fridge, right in the same wavelength. Yep. Yes, his and her. See, Steve, absolutely. A beer fridge. I knew that was coming, Sandy. I knew that was coming. Stay out of my fridge. I might lose your hands. You might lose a hand. Dueling fridges, one for beer and the other for goodies. His and hers fridges. Yep. How to make your kitchen look large? Take a photo in a mirror. That's true. His and hers fridges. All right. Guys, got about 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is less filling tastes great. Less filling tastes great. Lucy, you are the winner. Don't let Fonz take credit for it. Less filling tastes great. All right. Guys, before we get to love, or you know what, we can do love it or lose it. As always, at the end of the show, it's something we saw that was interesting to us. That'll be our post tomorrow. So make sure when you see it tomorrow, the video pop up. We've been doing, Shelly and I have been doing videos now for about 2 months straight, every single day. So hopefully we're getting you as much content as possible. But here we go. Love it or lose it for this week. Hey guys, Scott Bergeron talking real estate here. Listen, for love it or lose it this week, we have these beautiful archways. Check this out. Boom. Come on, Shelly. Love it or lose it. I'm Scott, and I'm definitely talking real estate. See ya. All right, so the golden arches, the real golden arches. Do you love it or lose it? Put it in the chat, guys. Do you love it or lose it? Put it in the chat. Do you love it or lose it? Golden arches. Do you love it or lose it? What do you think? And again, you get a sneak peek, guys. Nobody else gets to see this but you. You get a sneak peek at this one. Every week we'll get a sneak peek for you before anybody else sees it out in the world. Scooter Jack says love it. Janine says love it. Kathy says love it. Sandy says lose it. Chris Bergeron love it. Sherry says love it. Love it or lose it, guys. Love it or lose it. And again, you get a sneak peek before anybody else says it. Mary Beth says love it. Rachel says love it. Jim Robleski says love it. Love it or lose it, guys. Love it or lose it. Give it about 5 more seconds. Love it or lose it. That'll be our segment for tomorrow on all our social media channels. Fawn says love it. Jonathan Wilson says love it. All right. Last bit of info for today. Last bit for today. Guess what? We're bringing back something. We're bringing back something we haven't done in about a year. What is it? What is it, ladies and gentlemen? Guess what? What is it? We're bringing back something. Guess what's back? Great place for Christmas, Halloween decoration. You ain't kidding, Janine. Guess what's back? Back again. Put your guess in the chat. What do you think? What's back, ladies and gentlemen, before we let you go? What's back? What's back? What's back? Guess what's back? Back again. See if they get this, Shelly. We'll see. I promise you'll love it. I promise. I promise. I promise. Give me a couple guesses. Shady's not back. Shady's been around for a long time, Steve Markey. Guess what's back? The Great House Giveaway. Oh, really? Yeah. Shit, let me see what I can work out for you. Guests, yeah, guests are coming back. Yes, we're definitely doing that. Donna's not back. No, well, we'll see. So karaoke, no karaoke. That's pretty good. On location show. Holy smokes.
Good job, Mary Beth.
Mary Beth Beltowski, you are the winner on that one, girl. So yes, 2 weeks from today, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a live show from the Backyard Oasis on Groseal here on Sarah Court Street. We're doing the backyard show We would love to have all of you. We're going to definitely RSVP you, but we definitely would love to have all of you here. We'll have access to the pool and all kinds of good food and goodies and things like that. So we can't wait. August, put it on your calendar, August 27th, live show from the Backyard Oasis. Live show. And I got Shelly's permission beforehand.
It was my idea.
It was her idea. So,
Thank you.
guys, live show August 27th. Can't wait to see you. All right. Now, as always, the after show will be available in Talkin Real Estate, the Facebook group. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, it's right there on the right-hand corner. Okay. I'm Scott.
I'm Shelly.
And we're definitely talking real estate. See you guys in the after show.